And joining us now is Guillermo Zubillaga. He's the Senior Director of Public Policy Programs at ASCOA, the Americas Society Council of the Americas. He's a native Venezuelan and heads the organization's Venezuela Working Group. Guillermo, thank you for joining me. Now, I got to ask you, when were you last in Venezuela, and what was your reaction to the U.S. capturing Maduro?
I have not been able to go back because I have fear for, I'm also a U.S. citizen. And as you may know, Maduro has taken a lot of U.S. citizens to use them as token. And I've been critical, of course, of the regime in the past year. So I have not been going back recently. The reactions to this, of course, like many Venezuelans, we are glad that he's facing justice. Of course, there are many questions that remain, especially for us who have been concerned about the humanitarian crisis that currently is taking place in the country in terms of health, education, and of course basic economic services and growth.
Now, what are you hearing from other members of the Venezuelan community right now?
Well, I have to say that they're happy. Many Venezuelans who are here had to flee their country, not by choice, but by need. During the majority, when we receive a lot of Venezuelans here in New York, I heard of stories that they just came here because they couldn't afford medicine like an asthma pump or all kinds of, or they were subject to beatings because they wouldn't support the government. So it's hard to find a Venezuelan today who's not happy that Maduro is facing justice. Of course, we have a lot of questions regarding the next steps, but it is, as your colleague was saying before, the majority of Venezuelans have not benefited from the Maduro rule in the prior years.
Guillermo, you said you have a lot of questions about the next steps. What do you think of how Venezuela's acting president, Delcy Rodriguez, is approaching this situation, and how do you see this transition of power playing out amongst Venezuelans?
Well, I understand the need for a local partner. There is no evidence that there are U.S. troops in the country right now. And if you've been following the country recently, those in the opposition have not been in charge of most ministries, of course, and governors, et cetera. So there is a need to work with a local partner. And that's why I think the Trump administration has chosen Delcy Rodriguez, who in the past has worked with other stakeholders to guarantee certain basic needs in terms of the economy, supply of food, et cetera. So I wasn't surprised about this choice. But again, I think that there's still a lot of questions in terms of the rule of law and what follows for you to see the actual investment that is needed and the multilateral organizations coming to the country to start helping out in terms of the humanitarian situation and other issues.
Guillermo Zubillaga, thank you again.